And the theme is talking about God's kingdom. That's what we've been talking about all along, right? God's kingdom. So let's look in on this drama.
Wow, the convention was such an encouragement.
Yes, it is always the proper spiritual food at the proper time. It really made me think about the paradise and our year's tax ledger kingdom come. I just can't wait. Do you ever sometimes imagine what it will be like?
All the time. I can't wait till we see our faithful ones, our loved ones who have fallen asleep in death, and even get to see the faithful ones in the Bible and hear their interesting stories. I can just see it now.
Gather, children, gather. I want to tell you a great tale of three faithful Hebrew men named Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which many know them by their Babylonian names given to them after being taken by Babylon: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These three young men had favor from the king, as after 3 years of studying, they found them 10 times better than wisest men of Babylon. They were found without blemish because they had Jehovah's blessings, and refused to pollute themselves with Babylonian influences. However, these three young men quickly found themselves in a tough situation that would test their faith and courage. You see, kids, King Nebuchadnezzar built a 60 cubits high and 6 cubit wide golden image and sent word to gather many important people, including governors, judges, treasurers, and more to come.
You are commanded, O people, nation, and language groups, that when you hear the sound of musical instruments, you will fall into an act of worship to the golden image set up by King Nebuchadnezzar. Whoever refuses shall immediately be thrown into the fiery furnace.
When the musical instruments sounded, all fell down and do an act of worship except Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Some of the worshippers came forward and accused the three men.
These men have paid no regard to you, O king. They refuse to worship the image of gold that you have set up.
Bring them to me now!
Nebuchadnezzar became so furious, his attitude completely changed towards them.
Is it really? Bring them to me now! Is it really true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you are not serving my gods, and you refuse to worship the golden image that I've set up? And when you hear the musical instruments, you are ready to fall down. Fine. But if you refuse, you will immediately be thrown into the burning fiery furnace. And who is this God that can rescue you out of my hands?
O King Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter.
If it must be that our God whom we serve is able to rescue us out of the burning fiery furnace, O King, and to rescue us out of your hands.
But even if he does not, let it be known to you, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up.
King Nebuchadnezzar became so furious that his attitude completely changed towards them.
Heat the furnace up 7 times higher than usual, and have my mightiest men bind them and throw them into the fire.
The three were bound with all their garments, still on taken to the furnace. Not because of the king's harsh commands that the furnace be so exceptionally hot, the mighty men were killed themselves while placing Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego inside. The king was not frightened and addressed his officials.
Did we not tie up 3 men and throw them into the fire? Look, I see 4 men walking about free in the midst of the fire. And the 4th one looks like the son of the gods. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you servants of the Most High God, step out and come here.
All in attendance saw that the fire had no effect on the 3 men. Their hairs on their head was even singed. Their garments looked no different. Why? They didn't even smell like fire.
Praise be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, whose God sent an angel in their behalf, and went against the commands of the king, and would rather die than serve any other god except their own God.
King Nebuchadnezzar was so moved by the awesome power of Jehovah, he issued an order that anyone who said anything against the God of the faithful Hebrew boys would be killed and their house destroyed. The king then restored Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego back to their former position of favor. You see, kids, these young men not only had courage, but faith in Jehovah's ability, even to the point of death. They also humbly recognized that even if Jehovah did not save them from the furnace, it by no means meant he could not save them or that he didn't love them. They refused to worship idols and knew that even if they were put to death, Jehovah's power could reverse even that.
Tell us more! Tell us more!
Okay, well, I can tell you about my encounter with King Nebuchadnezzar and his dream.
Wow, I can just see it now. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you very much. Would you like to give him one last hand? Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you, Jessica Wilson, for directing. Well, this brings us to the end of our show. We hope you enjoyed it. We've enjoyed entertaining you. And we want to thank all of the participants, the Motown Review. We want to thank our young people for putting on such a fine show. And would you like to give thanks to them for putting on this wonderful program?